everyone. I don't know about you, but last unit I thought was absolutely great. I learned so much.
Me too. Gets me every time.
Where did you come from, Kim?
Over there.
I can see that, but when did you get here?
A minute ago.
Okay, maybe there's a new question. Okay, how were you so quiet?
You're asking a lot of questions.
Oh, he's here.
Let's take a deep breath in.
Okay.
And a deep breath out. And a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Okay, good.
I think so. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay, so I know I just asked you a lot of questions. I think I'm good now. But Kim, did you know that we have another big picture question and answer?
No, what is it?
Okay, it's a good one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Who is in control of everything?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's so good. And okay, well, let's see. Let's see the answer. The answer that we're going to find as we dive into our new unit. I see you hiding over there. Don't you dare scare me again. No more hiding.
I'm reading my B-I-B-L-E, and this is what it says to me. It tells me that I'm never ever alone. I'm learning how J-E-S-U-S came down to us and gave his best. Without a doubt, the best friend you'll ever know. Our God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Oh, oh. I'm reading my B-I-B-L-E, and this is what it says to me. It tells me that I'm never ever alone. I'm learning how J-E-S-U-S came down to us and gave his best. Without a doubt, the best friend you'll ever know. Our God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Oh, whoa. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Oh,
is.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Okay.
I think you have to yell it.
Oh.
Amy, is that right? Wiener Schnitzel. Hello? Is there anything that you don't ever really sell much of? And what do you want?
Well, I mean, something that says junkyard
Yes.
seems like that could be interesting.
Well, because I tell people I'm a human trash compactor. Where do you see the junkyard?
Junkyard.
Wait, where's the junk? Where's the junk?
Junkyard's under famous, right under chili. Boom, boom, boom.
Which
Oh.
panel?
First panel. Second row.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Is the Aussie called Aussie because of Australia, or is it because of Austin, Texas?
Australian.
Oh, Australian. I've not been there.
Okay.
And a Texas barbecue, please, because Texas is awesome.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll take a Coke, please.
We have Pepsi. What size would you like?
I'll take a small, please. And I'll take a soft serve ice cream with sprinkles, please. We'll take a Fruit Loop shake.
Great. Are we eating like everything? Like. Based off of.
What is beeping? What is?
It just means you're close to something.
Good. How are you? Another day in paradise, right? At the Wiener Schnitzel. How long have you worked at Wiener Schnitzel?
1 year already.
Woo!
Nice.
1 year? I wish there was a song I knew to sing for. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary. He's not here. He's not here.
It's his 1 year anniversary. 1 year. We're gonna sing.
Happy anniversary to you.
Yeah.
Good day, mate. It's more like.
Oh, there's your ice cream.
Ooh. Oh, going the wrong way. Hold on, I have to eat all this first.
Oh, do I have to drink all this first?
All of it. I'll race you.
I can't do that.
My God!
You don't. Mm-mm. Would you like spice and white
Mhm.
sauce? Lots of white sauce.
I don't like white sauce.
Well, you gotta try it.
Okay, okay. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Well, I'm getting a hot dog. What offer for?
You know Chicago? You know what else I love about Chicago?
Hmm.
You're the inspiration of my life. No, is that how it goes? You're the inspiration
Yeah, meaning
of my life.
You're the inspiration.
Oh, not bad.
I have to eat it?
You do. Okay.
Okay, I don't do white stuff. I don't do white stuff. I don't like milk. I don't like cream. I don't like mayonnaise.
But you just ate ice
I
cream.
don't. That's different.
You might.
It's different.
Yeah. Which
Ooh,
one have you
that
not had?
jalapeno was hot.
The whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what it is. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. No, I'll eat it. I'll eat it like a man. But I don't like it. I'll wash it down with my Pepsi. You know what would make all this better? A Coke.
Yeah.
I'm really not that particular of a person. This entire conversation's been about my particularities.
God kept his promise to give Abraham a son. Abraham and his wife Sarah were very old when their son Isaac was born. One day, God tested Abraham. He wanted to make sure that Abraham loved God most of all. "Abraham," God said. "Here I am," Abraham answered. "Take your son Isaac to the mountain and give him to me as a sacrifice," God said. Abraham obeyed God. He got up early the next day and left with Isaac, 2 servants, and a donkey carrying supplies. They walked for 3 days before they got to the mountain where God wanted Abraham to make the sacrifice. Abraham asked his servants to stay with the donkey. "We'll be back," he said. Then he and Isaac went up the mountain with the supplies for the sacrifice. Isaac saw that something was missing. "My father," he said, "where's the lamb for the offering?" Abraham answered, "God himself will provide the lamb." When they got to the place God had directed them, Abraham built an altar and placed the wood on top. Then he put Isaac on top of the wood. Just as Abraham was about to sacrifice Isaac, the angel of the Lord called out, "Abraham, Abraham!" Abraham stopped. "Here I am," he said. The angel of the Lord said, "Do not lay a hand on the boy or do anything to him, for now I know that you fear God, since you have not withheld your only son from me." Abraham looked up and saw a ram trapped by its horns in the bushes. He offered the ram to God instead of Isaac. Abraham named the place, "The Lord Will Provide." The angel of the Lord reminded Abraham that God would keep the covenant he made with Abraham. God again promised to bless Abraham, to make his family as numerous as all the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashores. God promised victory over Abraham's enemies and blessings to all the earth through Abraham's family. Abraham showed his love for God by being willing to sacrifice his son Isaac. God provided a ram instead. This is how God showed his love for us. He sent his son, Jesus, to die on the cross so that we could have eternal life through him.
So answer this question for me. What is your favorite possession? Is it like an animal maybe? Is it a toy? Is it a video game system? Or let me ask you another question. What's your favorite thing to do? What's your favorite experience? Like, do you like to travel, go to the beach, hang out with friends? These things that I named, the things that you thought of, they're gifts. They're blessings. They bring joy and excitement to our lives. However, they can sometimes cause problems. It's possible for a blessing to become a burden. When we place more value on the gift rather than the gift giver, the gift can become spoiled. The blessing becomes a burden. This is something that we as humans tend to do. We receive gifts and blessings, and oftentimes we become jealous, selfish, maybe entitled, a little self-absorbed. Isn't it strange how a blessing, something that is given to us out of love and delight, and we have this amazing ability to turn that blessing into a burden? In some ways, that's what the story of Abraham and Isaac is about. Isaac was a long-awaited gift. Abraham had been waiting for a son for years and years and years. He was finally here, and he was a miracle. Everyone was so excited. God had come through on his promise. And then God has this super crazy request. I mean, like, it's out of left field. It's bizarre even. Even the way in which God asked Abraham the question is weird. He says, "Take your son, your only son, Isaac, the one who you love," and he asked him to sacrifice him. And what's remarkable about the story is how Abraham responded. It says that Abraham got up early the next morning. I mean, I might have slept in. He got to the place and he told the young men that came with them that they were going up to worship, but that they would come back. When Isaac noticed that there wasn't a sacrifice, Abraham just answered, "God will provide." Now, nowhere in here do you see Abraham fighting with God. You don't see him dragging his feet. We don't see Abraham getting overly emotional. It's like Abraham knew something that we didn't know. Now, more on that in just a minute. However, there are 3 things that you should know about what happened here. Number 1, God always had control of this situation. Was it God's plan for Abraham to sacrifice Isaac? No. It was a test for Abraham and an opportunity to grow his faith. God's plan was to provide a sacrifice in place of Isaac. God was showing Abraham and his future family an even larger plan. In the same way that God would provide a better sacrifice for Abraham by providing a ram, later God would provide a better sacrifice for all of humanity by providing his pure and blameless son. Okay, number 2, God knows what is best for us. Although Isaac was an amazing blessing, a gift to Abraham in his old age, God didn't want Isaac to become a burden. God didn't want Abraham to value the gift more than the giver. He wanted to see if Abraham was willing to give up his gift. And he was. This leads us to ask ourselves the same question. Are there any gifts that we have received that have become burdens? Are there any gifts that you would have difficulty giving up? Are there any gifts that have been placed a higher value on them than the giver of the gift? Okay, now number 3. Lastly, we learn that God always keeps his promises. Again, after Abraham shows that he is faithful and obedient, God again reminds Abraham of the covenant he made with him. We believe that the reason Abraham never questioned God's command because he learned that God always keeps his promises. He knew that God had promised him the land and the descendants, and God would follow through even if he was asking for a significant sacrifice. Remember, God is a giver of wonderful gifts. Don't let his gifts become burdens. Always place more value on the giver of the gifts. And remember, God is in control of everything in heaven and on earth. Nothing is outside God's good plan.
You spoke a word and brought the world to light. Your voice still echoes through the darkest night. I could try my best to count the stars. Nothing could compare to who you are. With you, everything is brought to light. With you, everything comes back to life. You died to make me whole. I want the world to know. With you, nothing is impossible. You called my name and told these bones to rise. And with a breath you brought me back to life. I could try